Hey, good morning, folks. Day 3 here at Union Grove Baptist Church, and my apologies. Probably another video, part 2 of day 2, is probably posting here in a little bit. I didn't realize till after the fact that DaVinci Resolve failed, and it only uploaded half the video for day 2. So that's what day 2, part 2 is. But we are here now, and I decided to go and get the SFPs, and I got another fiber cable, so we're gonna have to be crawling up under there. But the good thing is I only got to do it once, and in fact that cable, the fiber is going to be a lot more sustainable than anything else. So I'm gonna run that there all the way to the back. And I also need to find out about this placement down here for the jacks, because what I'm thinking about doing on this step right here is actually put a box and then find out how the how the cables are going down there. And I'm gonna get my saw and open that up right now. But the main thing is, once I do with that, that's it. I have a camera, the Fumaco, I'm actually gonna put here. Instead, we're gonna pull this down because the AV-Can's still using them, but they're just not gonna arrive in time for me to have them up here. So I have 5 of those Fumacos that are gonna be here today. So we'll have the cameras up. I'm gonna take this camera down, repurpose that for another install, but we'll have them done. Once the cables are done up under here, they still haven't moved the electrical, so I can't really do nothing up here. What I'm gonna do after that is focus my attention on that cabling mess that is mentioned in the part 2 video. I'm gonna fix all that, and hopefully, Felicia just left. I meant to ask her to open up the doors, but I'm gonna start running the cables to verify that all the other TVs that I can get access to work. So let me go ahead and knock that out and then set up. Oh, that's the other thing I didn't say. The switch came in. We're still in talks, but I think they want me to do their networking and Wi-Fi too. So I have an Overkill Unify 8-port 150 watt PoE switch. This is gonna live back here, and this is where we're connecting the SFP connection to. So this is what's gonna power the cameras, and the Fumaco, the AV-Cans, the SMT TV, the PTZ optics, all of them are PoE, so that will work, and that's more than enough power just for those 2 cameras. And then ultimately, since I do have access back there, I don't want to climb back up there. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to put the access point up here in the front because I can get really easy access to there. So we're going to put an access point here, put another one in the hallway, and they're going to be doing an expansion behind the church. So this is setting them up for the future for that. So let me get up under the floor here. Well, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to cut this hole first before I have to go up under there, and then take this camera down, put the new one up, and then go from there. As you can see, I am dirty and sweating. We climbed back up under, ran the original spare Cat 6 cable back there, as well as a new fiber optic cable. So we have 2 runs back here. So if anything happened, we already got, this is the spare that was already left there from whoever, Verizon or whoever that has this. And then my other cable is down there. I just need to go down there and grab it and push it through here. So we're going to be installing the network soon. I might go ahead and order the stuff. It all depends. But that part is done. We already got the camera there. The only thing we got to do now is start fixing all these cables up here, and I got more than enough cable, and start going to the TVs everywhere else and make sure we get a signal and go from there. All right, folks, so an electrician has been called, is going to come here in a little bit and move those electrical boxes. But let me show y'all something. So this whole platform was able to be lifted, and this could be slid out, which I did not know. But oh well, I made a new hole. There's the new fiber optic cable. There's the backup cable. And now I'm just going to run the black line is what's going to go into the PoE switch that's up here. So that line is fine. This other blue one, I'm able to route, and that's going to be the return from the PoE to connect, for the PTZ to control that one. So I got more than enough space. I just need to put these cables up out of the way. Then I can drop this down and terminate it. And then everything here, except for hanging the TVs, is done. All right, folks, got a lot of productivity done. Let's show you what we got so far. All right, so first we got these all cleaned up. I actually ran 2 new RG6 cables and got rid of all the extras. Found out this white cable that I wanted to terminate, it's not even plugged into anything, so I may terminate it, I don't know, but it's pointless for it to be sitting right there. We got this done. I haven't put everything up here, but the orange fiber optic cable is connected. We have our, over here to the right, I have 2 new cables. One is going to the X32. The other is connected to just a long cable here for the MacBook that's going to be running Worship Extreme Presenter. That's what I didn't do. I didn't run a cable for the ATEM. So let me do that real quick. But we got all this done. Camera's up. Now, one thing I had an issue with is I had to switch I wasn't getting the signal from the camera at all. And I was like, don't tell me something happened to it. But it seems like I had to set this to 1080p. No, 1080i 5994, and that is what gave me a signal over the SDI. Not a big deal, because the ATEM Mini Extreme has a scaler on it, so that's not an issue, but just be mindful of that. Now, if I had this connected directly to the ATEM, it wouldn't have been a problem. But since I'm going through an SDI, I wasn't even getting any signal coming out of the SDI at all. So that's what I had to do. Or it might have been I just need to switch the converters to the different level in or whatever for the SDI. But since I couldn't get an image, I couldn't do that. So anyway, we got that. All this in here is done. Somebody came here to look at the electrical, but they can't get here. So what's most likely going to happen is that they're going to make a receptacle on the inside of the attic, and then I have to run the power cable to the TV through that hole and then plug into the electrical outlet that they move, because it's too much of a hassle to try and get over there. Kind of the space issue, similar to what I was trying to tell another church earlier this week, that they wanted me to move something in the attic and they've never been in the attic. So I had to educate them on that there's no space to do what you want. So anyway, we got this. Now I'm gonna start moving my way down to the other, trying to see, image looks kind of laggy here. I don't know what's up with that. But anyway, I'm going to start moving my other stuff to the cables and try and isolate the TVs in the other rooms to get a signal. So that's what we're getting ready to do. All right, so I'm here in the fellowship hall, and they pretty much said that they want to get rid of this TV and put a bigger one on this wall so that they can do teaching and training here. So I'm probably going to do the same thing that we did at Community Independent. I'm going to put a jack on the wall with a long HDMI cable here so that they can plug in right there. And then I need to find... There's center block on the other side, but there is enough room to run the cables down the wall. So what I'm going to do is fish the cable over here, put a jack on the wall for the SDI cable as well as the HDMI. So I might get an HDMI keystone and put it there to make it easier, and then they can have whatever cable they want instead of a long cable there. All right, well, I'm trying to go up here, and the ceiling looks like they already ran a cable over here. So I'm gonna repurpose this instead of trying to re-pull something else, and let this be the hole for the cable for the access point that I'm gonna put in the ceiling up here. So that saves me some work. Then also, I gotta come up here and get some cable over here. So like I said, it is not a lot of distance here. So I probably am not gonna try and run anything in the wall. I would just put a conduit down here with the cable. And plus I don't even know where the TV is gonna be. So I'm just gonna leave the RG6 cable just dangling, and then when we get to the point of knowing where it goes and mounts and all this other stuff, we'll go from there. But the fact that there's a center block on the other side, I know that I can mount this anywhere. I just need to have my masonry bit go through if they ask me to do that. So let's need to sit back and think what I need to do. I need to climb back under here one more time and get the other end of the fiber optic cable that I have, and then literally come up here and find out where each one of these cables go. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. All right, so there were already some coax back behind this TV, but I have no idea where it's going from. It looks like it was hooked up to an Xfinity cable box here. I need to find where that is, because technically I may be able to repurpose that cable and I don't have to do anything new. But I don't know. All the other rooms are opened up except for pastor's office, so I may, I don't know. I need to find which cable is which. I did terminate all of these down here. Now I just need to find which one is which, and it's way more stuff connected than is needed. But I just need to find, we have 4 TVs, 1 in the pastor's office, 3 down here. I have access to 3. I need to find whichever line is that, extend it over this to over here. I don't know, I'm tired. I don't know, I'm mentally tired. Plus I got a conference coming up this weekend that I haven't done my stuff to prepare for, but most of the time I just do this off the top of my head. But anyway, let me get this done. And we go from there. All right, just like in the other locations, it was the same thing. It was RG6 RAN converted over to RCA, and that's what we got here. Now the only issue I got is this TV doesn't turn on. It looks like they got it hooked up to some type of plug or something, or some type of switch. So I need to find where that's going, but that line did test and that's fine. And that's why I cut this one. So we got a bunch of other cables up there. So hopefully all the other TVs are hooked up the exact same way. I'm assuming that's the way they are. So let me work my way through the other ones and find out which one is which, and we go from there. So we are on to the library one, and that jack up there looks so much fun to get to. All right, that one is good. We have one in the security room back here, which I can't take y'all in here based off of what they asked me. We got this one working, even though this is temporary. I'm pretty much not in the mood to do it right now, but we're gonna run that cable as an extension up and over to here. And honestly, I might just get it done so I don't have to worry about it. But other thing I'm noticing are speakers in here. That might be a problem. Have to tell them for right now that the audio needs to come through here. We might need to put a delayer some way on those if speakers are throughout here. It might not be an issue because we are running a direct line. I don't know. I am noticing a little lag in the image. So I may have to run the cables directly instead of that distribution hub, actually run them directly here, which should not be a problem. Everywhere over here is fine if it's a little bit behind, but the TVs in the sanctuary, they have to be rather snappy. So we'll see what we do from there. Oh my gosh, very long day, but we got the cables pulled. I just need to push these up. I'm probably going to terminate another cable right there just for that TV, even though that TV is going away. I need to push those wires up. But we got every TV that I have access to. The one in the security room I just finished. This one in here is done, the library. So just showing y'all so that way I can work backwards and turn everything off in here, so I know which one is done. I forgot to terminate the cables for the other PTZ on the back. So I'm gonna terminate that and plug it in so that when I get the other PTZ, which was just delivered, all I gotta do is hang it, everything is done, and switch it to the appropriate input resolution like I just did, and then go from there. Oh man, long productive day. All right, so only thing left is I need to know what they're gonna do with the TV here. I also, like I said, I terminated the other cable that was there. And I had that ceiling tile pop just because it's not enough room for right now, but we got an image here. I didn't do that, but we just got to hang this TV. It's already here. The cable is already hot, which is cool. We got an extra cable if they decided to do something here. Blue cable right there is for access point that we will put over in the ceiling somewhere. Let me work my way backwards, like I said. Let me turn this off. All right. I'm cutting and getting rid of all these RCA cables that aren't needed. What else? Yeah, let me move this ladder and pop this towel back in place and get these cables out the way. Actually, no, let me not do that, because I'm gonna leave these exposed because I still have the pastor's office. That's the only other TV that's left, and I believe it's these three that I need to use. But the good thing is all that extra white cable has been terminated, so I may just need to join these and then actually get in his office and then test. I never did pull the cable over here, but it is, can't see, but it's that brick wall right there is right there. I just don't feel like going down there to do it. Let me terminate this network cable. And then we are up and out of here. And like I said, I might have to come readdress if there's any lag with that with the image. Need this and that to terminate these last Cat 6 cable.